I just came back from Dearborn, Michigan, and one of the things that bothered me is that as I traveled through one street after the next, and I'm talking about many streets, I did not see all but maybe one or two homes with an American flag waving outside. And when I asked my escort, well, you know, I said, well, at least we got one or two American flags. He said, yeah, that's somebody who's been here for 40 years. It's almost a statement. Why is it that the Muslim community is not blending in with the rest of American society?
Because this is what they are being told in mosques across the United States, Dennis. And this is something I discuss in detail in my first book titled Because They Hate. I discuss hate teachings in the mosque. And part of what they're teaching them in the mosque is do not assimilate with the Americans. They are your enemies. Jews and Christians are friends of each other. They are even instructing their people not to shake hands on Christmas or Easter and wish the Americans happy holiday, because that would be like backsliding and not being faithful to the Islamic religion.
Brigitte, I was on a street, I don't know, let's just call it Smith Street, and I was actually asking for directions, and I asked directions for Smith Street, and the woman I asked wouldn't even answer me. I mean, that's just not what America is. So let me ask you a question. If you had to say it in a real tight way, what can Americans do? Because it's very, very frustrating. Americans open up their arms. We open up our hearts to everybody, but we want you to come into America and blend with America. We've got 1 minute. Tell me what it is that Americans can do.
Americans can organize to be active in their local communities as much as the Islamic community is organized and active. And we need to speak with a collective voice, putting pressure on our local elected officials as well as state and federal elected officials.
Brigitte, let me ask you this. Let me cut you out. Is there any chance that the Muslim community will ever turn it around? I mean, I know we're all afraid of the lone wolf and the radical Islam that's taking over this country at this point. I mean, is there any chance we have that Muslims will turn around and start to blend in?
No, there is no chance. We are seeing a reverse, actually, instead of them blending in, instead of assimilation.